Welcome back to another edition of Music Monday from the podcast Nurture the Mind. I am your host, Cole Poots, and we have yet again another music reaction. So this would be the third week in a row where we are checking out Tom MacDonald in some way, shape, or form or fashion. 2 weeks ago, what was the song that I listened to? I'm already forgetting. I know it had white in the title. Hold on. Hold that thought. Whiteboyz Shit is the one that we reviewed a few weeks ago. And then last week, I listened to American Flags by Tom MacDonald and Adam Calhoun. And that video is doing pretty well right now on the channel. So I figured we would just continue this trend. Let's just stay with Tom MacDonald, but also Adam Calhoun. So today we're gonna listen to Whiteboyz. This came out 3 years ago, I believe. Well, it says, February 4th of 2022. So over 3 years ago. But what is there to not say about Tom MacDonald, Adam Calhoun? I only have that one experience last week of listening to them as a collab. Everything before that has just been Tom MacDonald. And my opinions so far have been, hey, Tom MacDonald talks his shit, backs it up, is not afraid to be exactly who he is. A very authentic person. That was something that I talked about in the reaction last week. Was it 2 weeks ago? I know I was talking about authenticity, and I was also talking about cancel culture. That might have been 2 weeks ago. I don't remember. These reactions blend in with each other. But yeah, last week when I did American Flags, I really enjoyed just how these two synced up with one another. They very much played off of each other. It was very pleasant to listen to. These guys are a good mix, so I'm very curious to see what Whiteboyz sounds like and what it's about. You know, I think for me personally, so far with everything that I've heard from Tom MacDonald, I just think he is at his best when he's talking about politics, when he's talking about society, when he's talking about culture. Not to say that I don't enjoy, like Whiteboyz to me sounds like it's going to be a rap, hip hop anthem, but it sounds like they're also going to be talking their shit in this song. Not that I don't enjoy that. I just think for me personally, Tom MacDonald is at his best when he's talking about politics, society, culture. I feel like that's where this man gets the most animated, and it is so fun to listen to and so fun to watch from afar. Nonetheless, this guy has, and I'm assuming for Adam too, but more so Tom has this amazing fan base that shows up. Like a lot of my reactions that I do of Tom MacDonald, you know, I get a bunch of people in the comments, and I would say 95% of the people in the comments on those reaction videos are very positive towards this man. And then there might be 5% that are like talking shit, or they would fit into the category of being described as haters. And so to you people who fit into that category of being haters, like, go do something more productive with your time. You're just wasting my time when I read your comments. And you know, sometimes it's just so funny. It's like you read the comment and you're like, you know what, I'm just gonna fucking delete it. Like, you took all the time to type it out on my video, and then I just delete it, you know, so nobody can see it. I don't know. It's just comedy to me when I do something like that. Guys are fucking idiots. Anyways, less talking, more action. Whiteboyz, Tom MacDonald, album. Oh my God, I'm screwing up everything saying album. It's Adam Calhoun. Let's see what we have in store.
Better watch your back, it's a white boy summer. Whole iPhone full of white boy gunners. We all come up
Jesus.
from the bottom with the pipes in the gutter, got the shotgun going boom, boom, boom.
Wasn't ready for that.
White trash, white boy, I kinda like that. If you got a problem, you can come and kiss my wife. I don't really care what I'm allowed to do. Got a homie that'll kill you for a Mountain Dew. Shoot, you don't wanna get a death threat from a redneck. Put a lead dead in your headrest. Yep, what, yeehaw, cops come, we saw, they ask, we leave. White boys don't talk. You ain't gonna see them coming hot in camo. Pro Second Amendment, and they got tons of ammo. Got a gut full of liquor, lungs full of tobacco. Kind of crackers that will crack you for some gas for the backhoe. And a homie riding shotgun with a shotgun. When he shotguns 24 beers and he's not drunk. Chugging vodka's not a problem. Till he wants one, then he locked up. When the cops come, lot of white folks like those white folks that go boom. Bunch of psychos I know might roll on your crew. When you die slow, my bros right home, but you lose. It ain't Halloween, we turned into a white ghost too soon, yeah. God ain't never made no mother crazy as the white boys. We've been known to fight, boys. Sawing off our shotguns, rocking camo, causing problems late at night, boys. White boys, mama knows we're trouble, circle tight, boys. Soon as it pops off, we got you running for your life, boys. Let me get the jumping like a 6'4", chrome with the big smokes. I'm so official, crazy white boy with the big old pistol. You so pissed, you blow like a whistle. Try and play around, you gon' end up drowning in the deep end, face down where they found him. He gon' get killed, plus everyone around him. Rounds start flying, your heart start pounding. Hold up, take a photo, it gon' last longer. What you looking at now? Rap guy, rap monger. Only white boy make the whole black roster. Hip hop top 10 mother monster. I'ma stand here with the sword off shotgun. Shoot it at you, now you got bad posture. Put him in a wheelchair, legs turn to pasta. You know how it goes. Full of holes in the doctor. Smoking on tobacco, blowing like a black a mile. Talk in the black guy, drag you like a mile. Drink a whole bunch of Jack, probably crash if I drive. I'll be sitting shiny with a 9-passenger side. Always out at night cause I like noise. Playing 50 cent and I don't even like coins. Got a 45 in my lap now, that's a nice choice. Run around town, car full of white boys. God ain't never made no mother crazy as the white boys. We've been known to fight, boys. Sawing off our shotguns, rocking camo, causing problems late at night, boys. White boys, mama knows we're trouble, circle tight, boys. Soon as it pops off, we got you running for your life, boys. You can smell the smoke as soon as we ride into town. You can hear us coming cause the speaker's stupid loud. You can't hold us back, yeah, we'll be jumping in a crowd. Middle fingers up and they ain't never coming down. God ain't never made no mother crazy as the white boys. We've been known to fight, boys. Sawing off our shotguns, rocking camo, causing problems late at night, boys. White boys, mama knows we're trouble, circle tight, boys. Soon as it pops off, we got you running for your life, boys.
All right, there it is. Whiteboyz, Tom MacDonald, Adam Calhoun.
Baseball.
Yes, I got some things to say. I already know, just kind of like the last few videos and reactions that I've been doing. I will go through it once. I will pay attention to the music video, obviously listening to the music. But then I usually go through it a second time and I just do audio only, like no music video. Just because I feel like in a first listen, there's so much that you're trying to grab onto. You're trying to get the lyrics. You're watching the music video, but you're listening to the beat and the instrumentation. It is just so hard for the human mind to wrap around all of those coexisting elements. So to do myself a service, to do you guys a service, to do the reaction a service, I will go through it a second time. I will listen to it and just try to catch, the audio and what they're saying. But that was a fun song, and I have to take back some of the things that I said in the intro. I said in the intro, I think Tom MacDonald is at his best when he's talking about politics, when he's talking about society, when he's talking about culture. I don't think that song, I could be wrong when I go back and listen to it a second time, but off of the first listen, I don't think he's talking about any of those things. This is a big rap, hip hop flex, fuck you, right in the face. We're the white boys. We bring the noise and we are unapologetic about it. And it's fun and it's a bop. And I guarantee you, like when I go back and I edit the footage and I replay it, you're going to see me bopping and bouncing my head basically the entire time. That was a good song. It sounded great. These guys, the way that they mesh with each other. Now, I know I've only listened to 2 songs where they're collabing, American Flags and now Whiteboyz, but they have some type of special bond. Like, they play off of each other so well. I imagine when they're coming up with the idea for these songs, recording these songs, I imagine it starts with one person, whether Adam has some ideas in his head or Tom has some ideas in his head. Then they go record it. They go in the studio. Maybe Tom starts spitting, starts flowing, and that's probably enough inspiration for Adam to start going, or vice versa, whoever starts it. I'm not saying Tom always starts it. I'm not saying Adam always starts it. I'm just saying they play off of each other so well. In these 2 songs that I've heard, you can tell that there is chemistry, there is some type of bond, like these guys are a good unit with each other. The other thing that I would talk about off of the initial listen, watching the music video, is some people were telling me in the comments on American Flags that Nova Rockefeller, Tom's girlfriend, wife, or whatever, she does the editing for the music videos, because I was commenting last week how I thought it was cool when they said American Flags. It was like the outlining of the video, the brim of the video would be like the red, white, and blue colors. And then sometimes on that brim, it would be the American flag that was also flashing. And you can see similar editing styles in this video. So now I know, okay, that's Nova Rockefeller, and she kind of has a taste or a hand or a certain creative spin that she likes to put on these music videos when she is in the editing process. So thank you for whoever commented that, because I remember reading that and I was like, okay, that's something that I'll have to pay attention to moving forward when I'm watching Tom MacDonald's music videos. This to me is an anthem. It's fun. It's a bop. It makes you, as a white boy myself, I grew up on rap. I grew up on hip hop. That was huge in the culture at the time, like when I was in high school, even in middle school, when I was starting to get into all of these artists. And obviously us white people, we don't claim that as part of our culture, but I think white people listening to rap and listening to hip hop, we enjoyed it so much. I think it gave us some sense of confidence in ourselves when we were listening to that type of music. And I think secretly, like a lot of white people, when they listen to rap, when they listen to hip hop, they want to live like that lavish lifestyle, putting chains on, walking around to a heavy ass beat in a song. I don't know. It's something about that genre of music that has really captivated white people, but also obviously its origins and its roots go back to Black people, African Americans. It's just one of those songs that you're going to take into summertime. He said something in that, Tom said something in that song about it being like a summer anthem or a Whiteboyz summer or something like that. And this is the type of song that you could play in your car in the summertime with the windows rolled down and just bump it out of your freaking speakers. Just turn the volume all the way up. And we still have, we're in early August, so we still have a little bit of time left in the summer. This is a song that should go onto my playlist and should be in heavy rotation, because it makes you, like I said, for me listening to it the first time through, I was just going like this, like the whole time. Right? And it's great when you can find music that just moves you in that way. It's like I don't even have to try to move. It's like the music is so good that it's forcing me to move my fucking body. So anyways, I don't know if all of those were cohesive thoughts. I'm gonna give it one more listen. I'm not gonna look at the music video. I'm just gonna try and catch the lyrics, listen to it for audio purposes, and see what other ideas and thoughts arrive and spark in my mind.
Better watch your back, it's a white boy summer. Whole iPhone full of white boy gunners. We all coming from the bottom like the pipes in the gutter. Got the shotgun going boom, 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 boom. Call me white trash, white boy, I kinda like that. If you got a problem, you can come against my white. I don't really care what I'm allowed to do. Got a homie that'll kill you for a Mountain Dew. Shoot, you don't wanna get a death threat from a redneck. Put a lead dent in your headrest. Yep, what, yeehaw, cops come, we saw, they ask, we leave. White boys don't talk, you ain't gonna see them coming hunting camel. Pro Second Amendment, and they got tons of ammo. Got a gut full of liquor, lungs full of tobacco. Kind of crackers that will crack you for some gas for tobacco. And a homie riding shotgun with a shotgun. When he shotguns 24 beers and he's not drunk. Chugging vodka's not a problem till he wants one. Then he locked up when the cops come. Lot of white folks like those white folks that go boom. Bunch of psychos I know might roll on your crew. When you die slow, my bros right home when you lose. It ain't Halloween, we turned into a white ghost too soon, yeah. God ain't never made no mother crazy as the white boys. We've been known to fight, boys.
I love the chorus, dude. Sounds so good, so much harmony.
Let me get the jumping like a 6'4", chrome with the big smokes. I'm so official, crazy white boy with the big old pistol. You so pissed, you blow like a whistle. Try and play around, you gon' end up drowning in the deep end, face down where they found him. He gon' get killed, plus everyone around him. Rounds start flying, your heart start pounding. Hold up, take a photo, it gon' last longer. What you looking at now? Rap guy, rap monger. Honey white boy, make the whole black roster. Hip hop top 10, mother monster. I'ma stand here with the sawed off shotgun. Shoot it at you, now you got that posture. Put him in a wheelchair, legs turn to pasta. You know how it goes, pull a hose in the doctor. Smoking on tobacco, blowing like a black mile. Top in the black guy, drink you like a mile. Drink a whole bunch of Jack, probably crash if I drive. I'll be sitting shiny with a 9-passenger side. Always out at night cause I like noise. Playing 50 cent and I don't even like coins. Got a 45 in my lap now, that's a nice choice. Run around town, car full of white boys. God ain't never made no mother crazy as the white boys. We've been known to fight, boys. Sign off our shotguns, rocking camo, causing problems late at night, boys. White boys, mama knows we're trouble, circle tight, boys. Soon as it pops off, we got you running for your life, boys. You can smell the smoke as soon as we ride into town. You can hear us coming cause the speaker's stupid loud. You can't hold us back, yeah, we'll be jumping in a crowd. Middle fingers up and they ain't never coming down. God ain't never made no mother crazy as the white boys. We've been known to fight,
That's
boys.
cool.
Sign off our shotguns, rocking camo, causing problems late at night, boys. White boys, mama knows we're trouble, circle tight, boys. Soon as it pops off, we got you running for your life, boys.
Just a few other things to talk about. The second time that I went through and listened to that, and I try and like close my eyes so all of my senses are taken away from me except for my hearing. This song, I was thinking about it the second time through, like this song just shows the raw talent and the versatility of Tom MacDonald. He can flow. He can rap his ass off. His cadence is so impressive, and his ability to rhyme certain things together, his rhyme scheme, I guess I've never really paid attention to it before. Maybe it wasn't obvious in other songs because I've listened to like You Missed, Goodbye Joe, as I've seen in the comments, as I've talked about on these reaction videos, he doesn't fit into one particular genre. He's all over the place. He's genre bending, he genre hops. And I really respect artists that do that. It shows your versatility. But that is something that I really noticed in this song, especially in his verses, is just his ability to basically bunny hop all over the track. Adam Calhoun kind of had that as well, but I think I was more impressed by Tom and his verse, just because it's something that I've never really honed in on when listening to his music. You guys will have to give me more of a background on how these two kind of formed and built their friendship, because I'd always heard about Tom MacDonald before I actually started listening to him. Like, his name was always going on in the airwaves, like even years ago, before I even like gave him a chance and like really started to listen to his music. I had heard nothing of Adam Calhoun, and I still don't know anything about him. The only reason I heard about him was last week. My client James was like, you should check out American Flags. He's like, not only is Tom MacDonald great, but you would also like this guy Adam Calhoun. So that was just an impressive showcase of talent by both guys and just the versatility of these two artists. I take back what I said, man. I mean, I still think personally, probably when Tom gets going about political things, political rants, societal rants, culture rants, that's my favorite version of Tom MacDonald, but this song right here is like a very close second. Like, listening to the lyrics, there wasn't much that was being said, I think, if at all, about politics and those other things. It's really just, in my opinion, a song where these two dudes are just having fun, right? They're making a white boy anthem, a summer white boy anthem. And I don't know if I fleshed out my thoughts enough after listening to it the first time, but there is something about white people, that's not really our heritage. That's not really our background. Rap, hip hop, that whole genre, that whole culture was cultivated by Black people, African Americans. But it is funny to see, including myself, plenty of my white friends, when I was growing up in high school, going to Indianola, Iowa, I think we had maybe like 3 Black people in our entire class. So it wasn't very like culturally diverse in that sense. So I wasn't around, a bunch of Hispanics, Asians, or Black people. But something that was pervasive in the culture was rap music, was hip hop. That culture. I would watch basketball, and that was completely integrated into the basketball scene. I was a skateboarder. I mean, I couldn't do any tricks. I wasn't very good at tricks, but I would ride around on my skateboard. I would go to the skate park. And some of the fashion sense, the attire, the way that you addressed it in that community, in that culture, would pull influences from rap and from hip hop. It was kind of this symbiotic relationship between all 3 of those. So, even though I didn't grow up in a very diverse town or anything like that, I felt like just by the music that I listened to, it made me really appreciate that culture. And, just opening up and being honest on this podcast, on this video, on this reaction, it's like, there's a lot of white people that was like your secret wish, is you wanted to be a lot more like Black people, especially when it came to listening to rap and hip hop, because they just carried such a confidence and such a charisma. I think that's one of my favorite things about this genre is it feels like not only really good storytelling at its core, but it is a genre where you pretty much flaunt, you talk your shit. Confidence, maybe sometimes it overlaps into arrogance. I'm sure that's happened for, quite a few rappers, musicians, or artists in that genre. But yeah, white people, whether they keep it a secret or not, like, there was a huge appeal to that genre. And I mean, you see a lot of times too with like white rappers. So a guy like Tom MacDonald, or one of my favorite artists of all time, Mac Miller, You got people like Macklemore, these white rappers, they typically did not get as much credit because they're like, okay, you're a rapper, but you're white. You know, like all of the black rappers got so much more credit for what they accomplished because, again, I mean, that genre kind of rose up from that culture, you know? And so it's good to see guys like Tom MacDonald, Mac Miller getting taken seriously, but also like they have their own separate fan bases that are just ultimately so passionate about all the different types of music that they make. So that was very fun. That was an enjoyable experience. That might honestly be like one of my favorite songs now that Tom MacDonald has ever done. I thank you guys for all of the recommendations, for all of the comments. I'm going to try and stay on this train. I can't guarantee that next week will be another Tom MacDonald reaction, but I figure just because we've done it 2 weeks in a row, it's like, let's stay on that train of thought and let's do it 3 weeks in a row. So thank you guys for all of the support. As always, as I close out every video, every reaction, every podcast, there's 4 things that I ask that you guys do. You don't have to do all 4, but please do one of the 4 things, especially if you got all the way through the video and you took away something from it. If you enjoyed it, if you thought it had value, if you thought it was entertaining, if you laughed, if you felt some type of emotion, basically, if it was not a waste of your time, do one of these 4 things. This is the value exchange that we have over here. It's a trade for a trade, you know. I record this, I make this content, I give it my all of my most authentic, genuine thoughts and reactions, and in exchange, either like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment in the comment section below, or share this content, whether it's in person with somebody via like a conversation, or if you decide to share it over social media. Just please, those 4 things, it helps me grow my channel, my podcast, and it would just be greatly appreciated for the time that I'm willing to put in. I would just like it to be some type of equal exchange. But thank you guys. That was a fun reaction. Like I've said before in the past, I don't think Tom MacDonald, anything that I've listened to by him, it's never been a disappointment. Like, even if it wasn't one of my favorite songs that he put out, there was still something to take away from it. There was still something that I enjoyed. There was still some golden nugget of information that I got from it. So it's never been pointless. I've always enjoyed it, and I've always had fun in listening to his stuff. It definitely provides a spark. So I very much understand why he's got a rabid fan base, why they show up for this guy endlessly. You guys are so supportive, not only for his stuff, but like in my comments and doing a reaction. Like, you guys legitimately understand it, get it, things that are going on in the world. You guys are on the right track and you're so supportive. You back him up, you back me up when there's haters in the comments, and I absolutely love it, and I'm definitely here for it. So thank goodness that this guy has a very expansive catalog of music. So I'm not even close to getting through his entire catalog. There's going to be many more reactions on this channel of Tom MacDonald, of Adam Calhoun, and of any other person that Tom has ever collaborated with. So thank you guys so much. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I will see you on the next reaction, the next video, the next podcast. Take care. Bye-bye.